we play by. Committing to make a difference. In banking, wealth management, and capital markets, there is a team following through with forward-thinking financial advice to better our clients' lives and the communities we live in. And while each plays the game differently, they all share the same initials, RBC, following through.
It's time to think about TV advertising differently. We've designed the Rovi Ad Network to get advertisers to think beyond the 30-second spot and drive awareness in an interactive, fully surfable way. One single media buy brings targeted exposure on smart TVs, set-top boxes, Blu-ray players, and other internet-connected devices. Whether you're selling entertainment programming or consumer products, the Rovi Ad Network gives you a unique way to target the right audience and then build an ongoing two-way relationship with them. Visit Rovi Advertising today to learn more.
Head down.
Knees bent.
Keep your arms straight.
Follow through.
We've all heard it.
But it's doing it that matters.
Taking the lessons we learn with the values we play by. Committing to make a difference. In banking, wealth management, and capital markets, there is a team following through with forward-thinking financial advice to better our clients' lives and the
Guys in the
communities
front
we live
here,
in.
please,
And
please.
while each plays
Thank
the
you very
game
much.
differently, they all share the
So I live in L.A., and we don't like to talk about tremors in L.A., but this is one kind of tremor we don't mind talking about. Evie thought that was okay.
A tremor.
So Jason is going to take it away. You can see his picture. You know what he does. They support NATPE, and reminding all of you that we're a nonprofit, so we rely on the kindness of friends. And we really appreciate you being here today. And you've got 10 minutes starting now.
Does that include your tremor joke?
No.
No? No? Good. We haven't heard that one before, so thank you. Appreciate that one. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you. We're thrilled to be here, of course, and these fine-looking gentlemen who just came in, sitting in the front row, they came here just to see me, right? I'm Jason Krebs. Good to meet you. 24-hour hip-hop, right? Is that what we're doing? 24-hour hip-hop. We're going to have that in our office 18 hours a day. We won't go the full 24, but we'll do it. So we're going to show you how you guys could use some of our solutions and what we do for the marketplace, because we're talking about branded entertainment here, right? And of course, it's hot, smoking hot. Hot, right? Boiling? Very hot. So it's a big industry because it's a lot of money, right? And it's growing. That's up 7% from last year, and it's not stopping. Very strong growth as digital and marketing spend about $250 billion this year. You can see that's 10% and growing. So it's a very important segment, which is why the hundreds of you are here in the room. Way back through. I can see you back there. Good. See the guys at home on TV and all the people in our office, in our cafeteria. What's up? Tremor Video on 23rd Street watching. They can't tell how many people are here, so I want to let them know. It's a big industry. That's why you're all here. A lot of marketers have it in their plans, right? So if you don't, you're on the outside looking in. You're in that under 40%. No one wants to be on the outside looking in, especially since it's so hot in here. We have a lot of great content producers. You've been hearing that, right? That's what the day has been speaking about. Guys like Lowe's doing things on their website, right? People create content. They put it on their website. It's a win. You know it's there. Hopefully people are going to come look at it. There are some other small websites that people are using, like this one up here, right? Facebook. Use Oral-B and Facebook. An Oral-B and Facebook user. Perfect. So they're creating content and bringing it to where the people are. We've also got YouTube. Those of you can see that up there. This is what happens when a PC PowerPoint screen grab meets Mac Keynote. You get YouTube. People creating content, bringing it to where the masses are. But you've heard of these things, right? It gets very cluttered. There's people here. The previous panel just spoke about that. You want to try and make sure that you're not an island, right? That you're not just sitting there lonely without visitors and without distribution. And people have been talking about distribution a lot. We have a little bit of a different spin on that. So you got to go where the consumers are, not where you want them to be, right? This is you can't build it and they will come. You have to do something to make sure that people are looking at this content. And here's the landscape, right? So let's take a look and see what's happening. You've got YouTube. These are digital video viewers, okay? This is video viewership. 46% of all video viewership taken on YouTube. Obviously, they're like oxygen, right? Google, YouTube, they're everywhere. You can't get away from it, fine. But what else is going on? This might surprise you. The video viewership on these huge players, not so huge when it comes to overall audience, right? So if you're just playing there, you're not going to do very well. The cream of the crop TV and media sites for video, a large portion and good. But then, of course, this is where you really have to start to pay attention to what's going on outside of YouTube, because if you're not, you're missing the majority of the audience, right? So you've got reach and then you've got premium. So you want to make sure that you have access to all this. In terms of video, has access to 44% of all that video inventory on the web, right? So we're reaching almost half of all video viewers on the web, and we give you that opportunity to reach those people. And premium content, exclusive access. So we are the only people at 35% of that premium TV content is opportunity to get to that through us and through their own sales forces. So we have over a third of that content exclusive to us as a sales channel. So why do you want to reach those people, and how do you do it? So we engage viewers everywhere they are. We scan video. We're the only company that scans a piece of content before we decide to put an ad adjacent to it or in front of it. We categorize it, and we make sure it's safe for your brands. No crime, no accidents, no violence, no drug use, no bad words. This guy was cursing like a sailor before. I heard it. It would not pass muster. Sorry. We tell an advertiser or a branded content provider, what do you really want to do? What's your goal? Is it brand lift? Is it engagement with the creative, getting a customer, a viewer to engage with your content? Is it time spent? You want to make sure that people are spending enough time with you? And we hold our noses for the last one. We say, God, if you want to do click-throughs, okay. We know that that's not the best metric. You know it's not the best metric, right? But if people want it, we provide it. What do we do when we decide after they say one of those 4 things that they want? These are all the things that we look at before we decide to serve an ad. You've heard people say the right ad, the right time, the right place all the time, but are they really making a sophisticated decision before they do it? We don't serve an ad. The moment a consumer says, I want to watch that video, we have a bunch of advertisers saying, I want to reach people. We don't serve an ad until we check off all of those things. We scan all of that in the blink of an eye to make sure that it's reaching your intended goal, and then we tell you what are the top 3 signals driving performance. If you wanted brand lift, our Video Hub will show you that it depended on where the publisher, which publisher you were in front of. That was the most important determining factor. Sometimes it's time of day. Sometimes it's day a week. Right? We have enough scale to provide morning day parts, for instance. That might be the best time. If you have a video provider that you're working with that's just going to give you 10 million impressions in the month of October, across the entire month scattered, they're not having your best interests at heart. They're not really taking into consideration what your objectives are before they serve that branded content for you. So we're the only company that proves that it's working. As you just saw, we give you that feedback. And now I'll show you the what, because we only want you to pay when it does. Who likes to pay for things that don't work? Ridiculous, right? Makes no sense. You only want to pay for things when you know they're working. So here's a video, and here's an example of that.
My parents
There's a commercial for Columbiana. Right now, you see the mouse working over to our engagement slate. 3, 2, 1, and then the extended trailer comes. So we were able to get a consumer to say, you know what, I want to look at more of this, and you can see the countdown. That was a 30-second pre-roll commercial that went into extended content for this advertiser, and you can see there it's counting down 120 seconds. You can X off of this if you want to and get back to the 30-second commercial, but I want to show you something that just happened there. Right now, this is a free ad. The advertiser has not paid for this. We are so confident we are putting this ad, this content in front of the right person that they don't pay until a consumer says, I want to see more. We're the only company in this space that charges just on engagement for pre-roll video. So that's very powerful here when you say, well, what? I'm just going to send my ads anywhere or hope that the right people are picking up? No. We are very precise. We want to make sure that it's hitting your objective and it's only going to the people who want it, and you only pay for that. And then for branded entertainment, we have continue to the content. If they don't want to watch this, take care of it. And I'll show you another one. It's not just sexy, fun movie commercials. Tide, the opposite of a sexy commercial.
Look at them now. Now they can be my thing forever.
Tide didn't pay until a consumer said they wanted to see more.
I use Tide Sport because it helps get odors.
And then they're
out
able to
of
see
my
more
clothes.
of whatever's
I
on
mean,
the
I wear my
YouTube
yoga
channel, and
pants,
this counts towards your YouTube views.
Hiking, Pilates,
So for those of
breath.
you who have bonuses in your marketing deals to
So
make
wear
sure
yoga
that you get a
pants,
lot
but
of
I'm
people
too
looking
lazy
at your
for real
YouTube
pants.
commercial,
That's my
this is a way to make sure that you're getting people involved and engaged with your content. And you could do it's a treasure trove of information in here. Different videos, more products. Of course,
No white
the
jeans after
inevitable,
Labor
you can
Day.
tweet this, you
What
can
are
post
you,
it to
my
your
grandmother?
Facebook page.
I'll rock white
We
jeans
firmly
whenever
believe
I
that you
want.
should
And
only
with Tide
pay
Plus Bleach, they'll
for
stay
marketing
white.
success.
Not whitish, not eggshell, not
And of
ecru.
course, this expands over the
Whatever that
page
is.
out of the pre-roll.
That's my Tide.
brand new. We're
What's
launching
yours?
that here for the thousands of you in the audience today. This is the first time people are seeing this. Play smart, win smart, follow consumers where they are, know what is happening, the who, what, why, and where it's working. Again, all those things I mentioned to you before. Time of day, day of week, browser type, right? Somebody who's on Firefox on a Mac is a much different person than someone who's on an Explorer on a PC. We just know that. There are different socioeconomic variables involved. There's a different kind of people. They have different places on the adoption scale for your product. Don't pay for something that's not working. Only pay when it works. Thank you very much.
Ask a question, Sue. I know you can handle it. That's fine.
Of those factors you screen for, which is consistently most important?
It truly varies, right? Because when you have an auto advertiser, much different objectives than Tide, right? So sometimes it is going to be day of week. It's you shouldn't try and get people to go walk on a lot on a Monday or a Tuesday. So day of week is going to be more important if you're doing a drive to dealership. But yet if something is with people's mindset just after the weekend, Monday, Tuesday is going to be better. Otherwise, sometimes it's a publisher. It's the operating system. We really have not found any one thing over the other. And that's why we try not to go in with any preconceived notions. We have an advertiser that was telling us that their creative is a great example, a retail advertiser. They said this creative is perfect for the young women, right? We want to hit the 15 to 24-year-old girls because they care about their product. Who is engaging with the video? Moms. They didn't like to hear that.
Yeah.
But we showed them, this is this is one of the world's largest creative test beds. You could use this information for what it wants, so they could tweak the creative if they want. You want to hit the young women, but we could tell you the demo that it's going to. So that's one example.
One more quick one. Do you ever find that you need to reject advertisers or reject creative because it's not going to engage enough to sell the spots that you're trying to sell?
Yeah, that's a great point. We don't advocate creative on creative crime, creative violence on each other, because you get a couple of competing creators in the room, and it could get pretty nasty. One creative group like this retailer say this is going to reach women, and our creative group is trying to do something for it, and say, no, this is really not working. We help and enhance. We have over a dozen people in our creative group. Once again, Tremor Video, what's up? The dozen people in the cafeteria watching. They make the creative, right? So we work in conjunction with their creative team. And some creative teams say, fine, take our pre-roll, here's all our assets, go, have at it, make it work, great. Others get very involved. And then sometimes you say, look, we want to put this here, this is what it should look like, here's what different videos we want to service, because you don't want to try and kill the consumer. That Tide example, you put 2 or 3 things in there that you want to get a consumer to engage with, you can't put a dozen. You can't put your environmental policy, why it's a better cleaner, you can't put all the places you could buy it, you can't say here's a stain remover, you can only do a couple of things. And that's what our creative team helps with the client's creative team to say, this is really our advice, what you should do.
How do you overcome the challenge of limited inventory when an advertiser comes to you with a very targeted campaign and you want to reach scale, obviously, to make money?
They usually don't, it's a budget thing. I mean, again, it's what is the industry supporting? There's 32 billion videos a month, over 1 billion videos viewed a day. So however many we're seeing there, we haven't seen a problem where an advertiser has come to us and said, we only want to reach, you heard the example, left-handed grandmothers in Minnesota. We haven't had that kind of example, nor when people say that they want to reach us, we don't feel inventory constrained by any regard. No advertisers come to us with that kind of crazy level of targeting, right? So we haven't been confronted with that problem. hopefully down the road, like as my grandmother says, we should have such problems where consumers and advertisers are just driving towards digital video and everything gets congested. We don't have that problem. We'll just be like TV in that case. We'll raise the prices for less inventory. That was a joke. I'm glad you laughed.
You should.
Good?
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you guys very much.
Great presentation.
Thank you.
All right. Hi, Lori. Lori Schwartz and her group of merry people will be here in 3 or 4 minutes. They're miking up now, and then they're going to come over, and we'll continue on. So, Lori, whenever you're ready, you guys can come on up.
It's time to think about TV advertising differently. We've designed the Rovi ad network to get advertisers to think beyond the 30-second spot and drive awareness in an interactive, fully surfable way. One single media buy brings targeted exposure on smart TVs, set-top boxes, Blu-ray players, and other internet-connected devices. Whether you're selling entertainment programming or consumer products, the Rovi ad network gives you a unique way to target the right audience and then build an ongoing two-way relationship with them. Visit Rovi Advertising today to learn more.
All right, Lorito, whenever you're ready, you can take it away. Okay? But take your time. All right.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Say hello.
My ear.
Thanks.
Sorry, I have really tiny lobes and things. I never said that out loud before. All right. So my role at McCann World Group as Chief Technology Catalyst, which is a really fun title, is to basically look at all the new media technologies and solutions that are out there and help bring them into the creative agency and figure out ways to push innovation. So I'm basically an internal change agent looking at media technologies, and measurement definitely